YouTube for the first time in a long time. Let's just see. Let's just see if it is working. I think it is. I think it is. So there is a little bit of a delay for sure. Not sure if there is anybody watching me, but oh yes, so it's working. So fun. Good morning. I can hear myself. All right. Good morning. Good morning. This is Ingrid Owens. Good morning. Nice to meet you. My name is Ingrid. I am a business coach and marketing strategist for creative entrepreneurs. And I help people get visible online, get visible with their marketing, get visible, get their personal brand, their service brand, creative online, visible online so that they can make more sales, stop relying on referrals, and grow their business in a profitable, impactful way. So I just wanted to really come on here really quick to say hello, to really introduce myself, to let you know what I'm all about, to get a feel for, who's out there, how this all works. At my core, I'm a marketing strategist. I'm also a business coach, but I am a marketer first and foremost. And so I cannot stay away from the shiny objects, right? And I really have been experimenting with live over on Facebook for a wee while. So I thought what I would do for a change today is come over here on YouTube and see what's hanging out over here. And I wasn't ready to go live today. Today was not a good day. Wet hair still not going on, and that is part of how I teach and how I work with my people, is that you've got to get out there and put yourself out there regardless of whether or not it is perfect. I work a lot with creative entrepreneurs like photographers, calligraphers, designers, and one of their biggest hang-ups is that they hide behind their perfectionism before they actually launch their stuff out into the world. And that includes being visible with your brand. And that is also one of the things that is going to trip you up the most if you have found that. Because perfection doesn't exist. And if you wait until everything is perfect before you launch, you have missed the boat, right? Everything has gone past you. So what I'll do is, if you're joining me live, I would really love if you would go ahead and hit me up in the comments. Let me know that you are watching and where you're watching from. This is so fun. I have been doing this on a regular weekly basis, but I really want to ramp that up over the next couple of weeks and start playing with going live maybe every day, maybe something like that. We're going to be doing it a little bit differently, which is also at the heart of my process, right? And it is the heart at marketing, is testing and tweaking and seeing what changes. And if it doesn't work, change it up a little bit. So there has to have that part of there has to be that bit of experimentation on there. And I love YouTube, and I've been creating YouTube videos for a while in my other business, but I haven't yet gotten around to doing them for my coaching business and my consulting business because of that perfection. Because I know this, the YouTube crowd, we expect a certain standard here. So I thought, what a better way to get around it just for now, other than go live and start to test it out. So the question that I had today on my mind was something that was put in front of me because I am doing a training and a presentation for a group of high levels creative entrepreneurs. Well, they are creative entrepreneurs, service-based entrepreneurs, and they're operating at a really good level in their business. And one of the questions that one of the ladies had asked to me while I was prepping my material was, what is visibility anyway? Because my thing that I love to do is help people get visible online, help people to come out from behind their computers, from behind their screens, and really be the face of their own brand. Because as a creative entrepreneur, as a service-based entrepreneur, you are a personal brand. You are representative of your brand, and people do business with people, right? And so we've all heard of the know, like, and trust factor. And that know, like, and trust factor can only happen if people can connect to you, right? And really get to know you and obviously get to like you. Not always, we don't always do business with people that we like. Sometimes we have to do business with people we don't like. But on the whole, we do, if we have a choice, we really like to like the people who we're giving our hard-earned cash to, right? It makes total sense. So what I wanted to do today was just really talk a little bit about what is visibility, because you might not actually know what that term means. It's funny, when I was doing a Google search for it, I really was having a hard time trying to put the words around what people are actually searching for. And basically what visibility is the method that you are putting yourself out there into the world. So it's marketing, but it's marketing in a very visual way, right? Visibility. So it's all of the ways that people can get to see your brand and know your brand. And I say brand, but I mean you, right? If you are a service-based entrepreneur. So you've got to be able to put yourself out there. And I find that one of the things that holds people back the most is that, you know, we maybe were drawn to the business, this entrepreneurship, using our creative talents because we can hide a little bit. My background is in the photography industry, and I know for sure that a lot of people who come into photography is part of the reason is they like to hide behind their camera. They're not comfortable being in front of the camera. They are more comfortable being behind the camera and bringing out that natural essence of their client from behind the camera. But as a personal brand, you have to be able to step in front of the camera to actually get people to see you, to get to know you, so they can trust you and like you and eventually do business with you. Now, my favorite medium for doing that is video. I love video, even though it's taken me a long time to really embrace it as much as I quote unquote should. But either way, I love to talk. I love to communicate. I love people. And when I'm in front of one-to-one people and I'm talking to people, connecting one-to-one, it's very easy for me to sell myself, to sell my services. My challenge has always been, being perfect if I have to think about it too hard, right? So right now I'm coming on here live with no makeup on, with wet hair. It's not ideal, it's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be, because the more important thing is that I get my content out here, that we get to connect, you get to see me, we get to kind of get to know each other a little bit better, right? Start of a beautiful relationship. So visibility is really putting yourself out there, putting your brand out there, and also being in those places that your customer is. So I think this is another big mistake, is that it's not good enough just to be visible on your blog, right? So that you're writing all these blog posts or you're making all these videos and you're publishing all this stuff on the blog, right? But nobody knows about it. Right, it's like you have your shop front in the middle of the desert where nobody's walking past it. It's not good enough, right? Location, 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 as they say in real estate. You've got to be where your people are at, and you have got to be there to help them, but also so that they can know you and see you. And they're only going to see you, I think it is after like 16 touches or 16 exposures to you. Like, for the first couple of times, they're not even going to know that you're there, right? So they don't even register your presence. So you have got to be consistently there in front of your people, consistently out there all the time. And let me tell you, that gets tough, because we are then fighting against the algorithms. We're fighting against human nature. We're fighting against all of this stuff and our own fears and our own lack of motivation and, willpower, right, to put ourselves out there. But it is so super important that we stay consistent. So we find where our people are at, we create ourselves and our content there, and that doesn't have to be you're creating your content in that place. You can be sharing your content from your original place, but whatever it is, you have got to be responsible for driving that traffic back to your website, for driving that traffic back to your content, and to be able to put yourself in a place where people can find you. Otherwise, you're going to stay the internet's best kept secret. So visibility is the strategy that we put together, the visibility plan, the strategy on how you are going to put yourself out there, how you are going to get in front of the right people at the right time, in the right way, so that your content is digestible, meaningful, and helps them, and then ultimately gets to know you, therefore will get to like you. And if they do, if they don't, then we'll go a different way, and that's fine too. But then also get to trust you. And this is the other really important part about visibility. It sets you up as an expert, and it helps you separate yourself from the crowd. Because let's be honest, not everybody is doing visibility right. Not everybody is doing visibility at all. And the competitors that you have in your marketplace right now, if you can stand apart from them in any way, you're going to rise to the top. And those are the ones that you are amongst those people that your ideal clients are going to see, because you are more visible. It's human nature, right? They're going to go, our brains want an easy solution, right? So if they have to hunt and search and dig for somebody, or there's somebody over here that they've seen consistently over and over and over again, who are they going to pick, right? I mean, it seems simple to say, it seems very straightforward, but yet as a business owner, as that personal brand owner, we can stay hidden, and we can give ourselves all of the good reasons why we shouldn't be putting ourselves out there, why we shouldn't be sharing our work with the world, why we shouldn't be sharing our ideal scenarios and our solutions with the world, right? Because we are afraid, right? So we have got to work around that. And so I help my people with mindset, which is all of those fears and all of those stories and all of those excuses on why they're not to put themselves out there. And I help people with the strategy on how they're going to do it, how they're going to get to know their person, who they're going to help, and what way are they going to do it that works for them and works for their person. It's a really important part of visibility strategy that you are doing something that works for you and that aligns with you and your values, not just what the latest shiny tactic is and the gurus are telling you that you have to do. Because I know that if it doesn't resonate and if it is something that is just way out of your comfort zone, you're not going to do it, right? So it's really important to get the thing that aligns most with you. Now, I am not saying that you have to feel like an actress on camera to get on video, or that you've got to feel like the best writer in the world to write your blog post and put them out there. Remember, perfection is not a thing, right? We're going for progress over perfection. So it's not about being the best, but it's about finding, where that sweet spot is that you can do a little bit and a little bit and a little bit more and build on it and really overcome the self-doubt and the worry and the fear, right? Of all the self-consciousness really of all of that stuff, right? And we can overcome that the easiest. Like, I'm not going to suggest to my clients that they go straight from, never having their face on camera to like maybe speaking on stage. Like for me, that feels like too big of a jump. Maybe it isn't. Maybe for them, they're better on stage and camera throws them off, But whatever it is, that's how we work through it. We figure out where those natural allegiances are. So I hope that made all of this a little bit clearer for you. I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know you watched this. I believe I hope it went live. I believe it is live. I see it there. I will be coming on here live more often. So, let me know in the comments if you found value from this, if this was something that you enjoyed, what you would like me to riff on or talk about next time. And if you really loved it, I would love if you would subscribe. That way you'll get a notified or you'll see the videos coming out, and make sure that you ring that bell, and then you will get notified of when I'm going live next, because I don't have a schedule yet, but I will have. I'll figure out when it is good for me and when it is good for y'all. And of course, give me a thumbs up and share this video with anybody you think would benefit from it. Like I said, I love to work with creative entrepreneurs, anybody that is building their brand here online in this wonderful world that we live in. It's such a wonderful time to be a marketer, I believe, the best. All right. So again, I'm Ingrid Owens, business coach and marketing strategist for creative entrepreneurs. If you have enjoyed this video, let me know. And like I said, share it with your friends, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you the next time, whenever that may be, sooner rather than later. Let's do it again. All right. Goodbye. Bye. I don't know how to turn it off. This is the problem with YouTube. I'm not sure. Bye.